Plagued rapper and actor Tupac Shakur is the age of 25, just about a week after sustaining 4 bullet wounds last Saturday night in Las Vegas.
Me and Puff had said a long time ago that if anything ever go down, don't tell nobody my name in the whole.
You see Diddy, you see Suge Knight, and then a lot of their cohorts down there, but Tupac and Biggie at the top.
Is that I don't want to be involved in stuff where it's negative stuff.
Hi, how do you do?
I need to talk to him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is Diddy really behind Tupac's case? Fresh bombshells are dropping, and this time it's Suge Knight pointing fingers. Stay tuned as we delve deep into the latest and most shocking twists in the Tupac Biggie saga that has left fans gasping.
I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster. It's just not the case.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. That fateful night in Vegas, more than a dozen bullets rained down on the sleek black BMW mere moments after Suge Knight and Tupac exited the boxing arena. A mere 6 days after that chilling episode, the world of hip-hop lost one of its brightest stars. Fast forward 6 months, and the East Coast rap scene was dealt a similar blow. The iconic Biggie Smalls faced a hauntingly similar end in Lay in 1997. To this day, the cloud of enigma still envelops the tragic demises of both Tupac and his adversary, Biggie. Despite decades passing, their chilling assassinations remain unsolved riddles. But in a twist that no one saw coming, behind the stark bars of his cell, the ex-CEO of Death Row Records, Suge Knight, broke his silence, dropping hints that might lead to some truth.
And Tupac's a legend. Like I said, Tupac wasn't born, he was sent to us.
Insider whispers suggest that Suge Knight is throwing some serious shade, pointing fingers directly at none other than hip-hop mogul Diddy. That's right, Knight, ensconced in his prison cell, is purportedly spilling some tea that implicates Diddy in the untangled webs surrounding Tupac and Biggie's cases. If these murmurs hold water, this could be the tip of an iceberg that's waited decades to reveal itself.
You know, and they're more important to the police on the streets than in here, because they let them know what's going on.
But wait, there's more. If you've been keeping tabs on the scene, you'll know, or are just about to find out from us, that just last week, we caught wind of a groundbreaking development. Word on the street is that a new confidential witness has emerged, breathing life into the stagnant investigations surrounding Tupac and Biggie.
Tupac Shakur was shot here in Las Vegas, is weighing in on the renewed homicide investigation.
And now, revelations from the prison, straight from Shuggy, are coming to light. Could it be that this undercover informant is none other than Suge Knight himself? If that's the case, this twist could blow the lid off the entire case, finally shedding much needed light on one of hip-hop's darkest chapters. But to fully grasp the dark tale of Biggie and Tupac and the conclusion of their animosity, it's essential to delve into the backdrop. The tale starts with the escalating feud between East and West in the 90s and the conspicuous role of the one and only, Suge Knight.
People were starting to say it's an East Coast, West Coast rivalry because it was people that's trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers, it was people trying to get famous.
The hip-hop world in the early 90s was no stranger to rivalry. The tiff between East Coast and West Coast artists intensified, with the media and record labels adding fuel to the fire, setting the two coasts against each other. More than just professional rivalries, deeply personal vendettas took root, with Tupac and Biggie at the heart of it all.
I told my homies, Southside's up here. My homies that was at 662, everybody had their guns. We knew it was going to be something.
Picture this. The 90s hip-hop scene was characterized by a monumental feud between East and West Coast artists, with the crescendo of this clash being the tragic departures of Tupac and the notorious B.I.G. And in the thick of it all was the formidable figure of the West Coast, Marion Suge Knight. As the brains behind Death Row Records, Knight's label became synonymous with hip-hop greatness in that era. But Knight's reputation wasn't just about musical prowess. His tough-as-nails business approach, ties with gangs, and numerous criminal escapades made him a controversial figure in the world of hip-hop. His name, often whispered in hushed tones, became notorious due to suspicions linking him to the demises of Tupac and the notorious B.I.G., two of rap's most legendary names. From his roots in the treacherous La Gang world, Suge co-founded Death Row Records alongside Dr. Dre in 1991, propelling it to the top of the industry. Yet, the shadows of his criminal past never really left him. Time and again, he found himself entangled with the law, facing charges from assault to even racketeering. Okay, hold onto your seats because the saga continues and the latest tea is hotter than ever. Let's rewind to '96 when the rap world was left reeling by Tupac Shakur's sudden exit in Sin City. Whispers and pointed fingers were everywhere, but Suge Knight was a name on everyone's lips. The rumors intensified when Biggie was shot down in La just a year later, and yet again, Suge's name was thrown into the mix. Biggie and Tupac's lyrical battle is legendary, but what raised more eyebrows was a little-known fact that Suge had previously threatened Biggie. Although Suge has always vehemently denied any involvement with his history of intimidation and aggressive antics, many couldn't help but speculate about his potential involvement. Being in the inner circle with both stars, the clouds of suspicion just kept hovering. Now, on to the bombshell revelations from Suge himself during his prison chat with Micah Carlin. Contradicting widespread beliefs, he claimed Orlando Anderson wasn't the gunman behind Tupac's demise. This was a major curveball, especially given Detective Greg Kading's confident statement a few years prior. I know Tupac was shot by Orlando Anderson. There were at least 4 other co-conspirators, and the drama escalates. Suge called out the Lapt and Reggie Wright, the former security head of Death Row Records, suggesting their role in the dark tales of Tupac and Biggie. Suge alleged that he had explicitly asked Wright to ensure Tupac's safety, but it never materialized because, in Suge's words, Reggie was in on the deal. Here's where the plot thickens. While Reggie consistently denied ties to Lapt officers David Mack or Rafael Perez, Suge's revelations paint a different picture, tying both officers directly to Tupac's tragic end. And according to the internet's buzzing community, these connections go way deeper than just music. Now, for the juiciest bit yet, a seismic claim has erupted, hinting at Diddy as the puppeteer behind Tupac's tragic assassination. As astonishing as this sounds, why would a figure as influential as Diddy harbor such a dark secret?
Scariest situation of my life because of the level of power that we had.
It could have gone really bad.
Yeah.
According to insiders, well-versed in the maze of hip-hop feuds, the bitter rivalry between the East and West Coasts had become far more than just lyrical warfare. The industry was a jungle, and supremacy was the ultimate prize. For Diddy, Tupac was more than just a competitor. He was a formidable obstacle to his reigning empire. The California Love rapper's influence was spreading like wildfire, threatening Diddy's dominance. Hence, in a bid to retain control, Diddy, as insiders claim, might have felt compelled to orchestrate Tupac's downfall. The gossip circuit is rife with whispers that Diddy masterminded every covert detail, tapping into his expansive web of industry contacts to set the stage for the hit, ensuring all the while that he remained safely in the shadows.
It was a decision that the city was waiting for me to make. You know what I'm saying?
But if you thought that was the climax, brace yourself. Suge Knight, notorious in his own right, and never one to mince words, has unleashed a volley of accusations from his prison confines. He alleges that the law has been blinded, preoccupied with pursuing mere pawns, while the true kingpin, Diddy, continues to amass wealth and power unchallenged. Digging deeper into these insider claims, there's talk of Diddy engaging elite crime circles, leveraging their expertise to ensure Tupac's end was both swift and untraceable. After all, with Tupac out of the picture, Diddy could cement his Bad Boy Records dominance, uninhibited by West Coast challenges.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
As for Biggie's tragic end, while Suge has been somewhat reticent in the snippets of the interview released thus far, the streets are whispering a different tale. Some argue that Suge, in a twist laden with irony, might have sought vengeance for Tupac's case, implicating himself in the conspiracy surrounding Biggie's demise. Theories propose that Biggie's assassination was not just retaliation, but a chilling declaration of war, signaling that the feud was far from over.
Suge looks over, he sees you. Yeah. He looks right at you. Yeah, he looks at me.
The hip-hop community has always been vocal, with fans fervently dissecting every morsel of information, formulating their own theories, and staking their loyalties. With the recent revelations reigniting the Tupac, Biggie conspiracy cauldron, the digital arenas, especially YouTube, have transformed into virtual town hall meetings, echoing with a cacophony of opinions, speculations, and pleas. One impassioned comment reads, "Hopefully, they arrest the guy responsible, and also, hopefully, they will reopen the Biggie Smalls investigation." The palpable thirst for justice reverberates through these words. It's a testament to the lasting impact both Tupac and Biggie had on their fans, with many still yearning for closure, decades after the curtains fell on their lives. They're not just seeking answers, they're seeking justice and a sense of peace. Another YouTube detective proclaims Suge and Diddy made a deal. Diddy was involved with Tupac's demise in Vegas, and Suge was involved in Biggie's demise in LA. Not that hard to figure out. This perspective embodies the long-standing theory of a quid pro quo between the two hip-hop moguls. A mutual understanding, perhaps, or a game of chess where the board, unfortunately, was the very streets of America's hip-hop heartlands. A universal sentiment emerges in the comment: whoever's responsible should be held accountable and face justice. The raw emotion behind this is evident. It isn't just about fan theories or the insatiable human appetite for gossip. It's about the essence of justice, the moral compass guiding humanity, and the collective belief that no matter how high it might be, they aren't above the law. Yet, amidst the hope and clamor for justice, a somber note of realism emerges. A commenter, perhaps withered by the countless conspiracy theories and the murky waters of the entertainment industry, laments, "I'm afraid there won't be any hard evidence that sticks." This sentiment underscores a stark reality. The world of celebrities, especially the hip-hop industry of the 90s, is a labyrinthine puzzle where truths are as elusive as shadows at dusk. Yet, while these revelations grip fans and critics alike, it's essential to remember the shadowy nature of the industry. Fact and fiction often blur, and while the narrative is compelling, concrete evidence remains tantalizingly out of reach. But one thing is clear. As more fragments of Suge's interview emerge, hip-hop's most haunting mysteries look set to enthrall us all over again. In this Game of Thrones, where allegiances shift like desert sands and power is the ultimate drug, the revelations of today might just be the echoes of yesterday's ambitions. One can only hope that, amidst the drama and spectacle, justice, however delayed, will find its way. Hey, before you click away, tell us, what do you make of Suge's allegations against Diddy? Do you think there's any truth to it? Or is it just another twist in the never-ending Tupac Biggie saga? Drop your thoughts below and let's get the conversation going. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us on this wild ride through the fascinating world of celebrity rumors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay entertained, and keep those comments coming. Peace out.